welcome to Table Talk. We're back with another one. We're joined by the American Adam Kaplan, a two-time junior world champion, all-round nice guy. Seen him at a lot of the nationals in America, and we've got a lot of mutual friends in common. So this should be quite an enjoyable chat for me. He's a really good player to boot as well. He might show me up. Without further ado, let's take it away and meet the lovely Adam. And here we have Adam. Hi, Adam.
Hey, Steve. How are you?
Welcome. I've known Adam for a couple of years. He is a trader at heart, but I think his true passion is bridge. He's also, I believe, you're a two-time junior world champion. Is that correct?
Yeah. I had 2013 and 2017, I guess, and then a bunch of board matches scattered in there as well.
How old were you in 2013 when you won your first one then?
So I was born in 96, so I guess I was, how to math?
17?
This is more than 13, so it's difficult.
17, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, it was 17.
Was that for the under 26s as well?
Yes, that one was. It was, I think, the last year that a few of my teammates were eligible for under 26, and so we'd been playing together and we're sort of had regular partnerships, so it just made sense for me to be doing that. I think we beat Australia in the final. And I was just down there hanging out with a bunch of those people a few weeks ago, so they're still good friends.
Good. That's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing to be a world champion at anything. Is great, isn't it? So, congratulations.
Thanks.
What was your better victory? Was it the first time or the second time?
I would say probably the second time. The first time was in Atlanta, and it was a bit of a smaller field, and of course, winning for the first time is very cool. But I think it was definitely more meaningful the second time, because it was the second time we had Adam Grosick and Anam Teba, who both were. It was their last year. And we wound up winning with the border match and the teams, so it was just a very fun sort of overall experience. I was a big fan.
I'm glad they led a heart, because I get to work through my club away here, so it's good.
Yeah. No, I had sort of an odd problem over three spades, where if you tell me that they're going to lead a heart, or that you have a doubleton heart or something, I'll say, okay, great, let's play game. But otherwise, it's a little sketchier.
He was in with a jack there. I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so. I think we're cold now, aren't we? I can claim.
Yeah.
All right. Well, lucky lead. We'll take that. We need that. So +5 imps to the good guys. And so we're filming this a week away from Memphis. It's actually not a week, is it? Memphis is 2 days' time, is it?
Yeah,
Roughly?
yeah. I fly out in 2 days. So I'm wrapping up stuff at home and have a fun mountain of to-dos before heading off. This way I can focus on the tournament while I'm there. And it should be fun. I'm playing the platinum pairs with Greg Hinsey, and then the whole second week with Finn Kolesnik.
Okay, that should be good.
Good time.
Yeah, I've seen you at nearly every national I've been to, so I guess you do what I do and you try and get to as many as you can, because they're just so good, aren't they?
Yeah, no, the nationals are a lot of fun. Honestly, I didn't play for 4 or 5 years. I took off from playing, and so I hadn't been. There's a big gap in there from 2018 to 2022. My first national back was Phoenix, actually. And, I kind of quickly remembered why by the way, do we play reverse Smith or some?
I don't do Smith, so I'm giving you a count here.
Okay, cool. That sounds great.
And you're giving me
that sounds good to me. And upside down, presumably, for these things. But yeah, so my first national back was Phoenix, and I kind of remembered that I really liked all of the people in the bridge world, and that I missed it a lot, and then sort of got back playing a lot more seriously, and that's been quite nice for me. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. I think they might be short of tricks.
It sure feels that way because that's an all. Let's see, how many of these can I play without squeezing you?
I can tell you that.
It doesn't feel like I can play that many of them. Let's see, but it is imps, so I need you to have that to beat it anyway, I think. So I'm just going to play to beat it, and if I wind up squeezing you for an over trick, then well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Actually, you've got to. I think you've probably got the 10 of hearts, haven't you? So I think I'll probably pitch that. He won't have Jack 10x because he would have run the Jack, couldn't he?
Yeah, well,
sorry,
Jack didn't.
I wasn't. I
played the 9. I did give you count, actually.
You did,
so.
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think he plays a spade to the queen if he's got Jack and 10 of hearts. Does he?
Right, exactly. I was like, okay, I need you to have the ace of diamonds.
I did not.
Likely, so. Yeah.
That's a good partner, that. Look at that partner. Thinking about squeezing me on the second board. I'll try not
see,
to. Anyway.
See what I would do to Matt when we were playing is I would knowingly squeeze him. I would be like, okay, I know this card is going to squeeze you, but I want to beat it 1. And be sure that we're beating it 1.
We took the first.
Sorry, that dropped an under trick.
We took the first 6 tricks against someone in the BAM in 3N. So we cashed the first 6 tricks, and when my partner cashed the 6th of those 6 tricks, I got triple squeezed for the to concede the rest, which is impressive. It's going to make one of my videos.
That's wonderful and tragic. And at a certain point, once you've gotten them a few down, you kind of shrug.
Two off was pretty good anyway, but it's
exactly.
If they don't.
2 off might be good here too, actually. Yeah. I bid a lot. I would have been. We had without like special agreements here. I figured that I would just jam game, but I might have bid puppet salmon or something if I had it.
Yeah, we can. Probably, if you want to play puppet, we'll play puppet. Oh, that's a nice switch, isn't it?
That would be helpful. Hopefully, they continue those. Instead of no, wrong way. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like I've got 9 tricks. I'm pretty sure the heart finesse is right.
That is quite convenient.
So I'll just see if Queen Jack of Diamonds a double turn. They're not. So I think we're just going to take a heart finesse and then we make our contract.
That's the hope.
He wouldn't have cashed the ace with the queen there, would he? Wow. I wasn't making it anyway, there was I? If he had the queen.
Right. But just a little bit of false hope for fun. Yeah, so I got what I deserved for not just inviting, I suppose.
Yeah. I had a pretty lousy 15.
Yeah. Right, but that's I guess that's why we invite with these, so that when you do have the lousy 15, you might be able to get out, and when you actually have a good hand, you're going to bid game anyway. So but it was worth a shot. Interesting. Uh-huh.
I had choices.
Yes. That is. Well, this is interesting. Well, I guess we'll do that. Right. Oh. What a strange spot. I'm going to try not. I like it. If I was playing this in person, I'd probably take a bit longer here. But try not to go into the tank.
I think it's more interesting from your side of the table. So it's a pity people can see my hand. I think it would be more interesting for.
Right. Exactly. They have a little bit of an advantage over me here, but let's see. So.
Just for reference, what I mean by that is that the video that'll go out will only see my hand.
Right, yeah. Exactly. All right, well, we'll try that. Start. Interesting. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like I had the right idea that I didn't want to cash the Jack of Spades, but fortunately, it may not have mattered.
Well, we're beating it.
That is a good start. I had a decent hand.
Yeah. I think I got the last two, so.
Oh, I'm taking one of them.
No, you're
No. Okay.
No, you're not. I would have let you. I would have let you, but I didn't. So we get 800 there. The reason I thought about it because if you've opened light, we might not have game on. There's no guarantee three hand makes. I don't think if you've just got like a 10 count and 6 spades.
Yeah, I mean I like trap passing a little bit aggressively as well. You kind of here you have two ways to win, right? Where maybe I just have a normal reopening double and a good hand, and we're getting 800 into our game, or even 500 into our game isn't bad here at Imps. And like you said, when I do have the weaker one, it's or even the hand might just be unfriendly, right? You have a stiff spade, and so we may not have a fit, and we may just not have enough tricks in wherever in 3-0 or something.
Yeah.
So I like passing aggressively, and especially because the robot had an aggressive overcall, but lots of people would do the same thing, and modern style is definitely people are overcalling more aggressively.
We can get it 4 off. I think we need to not play the Jack of Spades, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's I realized after I did it, I was like, and as long as Declarer is pitching, it was probably wrong for me to do this before just playing a club. But let's see.
All right, so I'm not gonna. Well, I guess we. My partner's 7 of diamonds at trick 1 looked high, so. Oh. Yeah, I know you haven't got much, but you might have had the Queen of Hearts.
Right. It was at least in the game. I had. I agree. I mean, I think my diamond there is suit preference because dummy is short, and I certainly might have had a slightly better option, but as you can see, my diamonds were Jack 9, 8, 7, 6 deuce. So I was like, well, I don't really. Maybe I could play the 6, but like
doesn't matter. Does it? The heart finesse is right anyway. He's only got 2 hearts.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We can't beat that.
So, yeah.
The trusty partner though, gung ho. My partner might have had like Jack 7, 6, 2 or something, and then I need to be playing the heart.
Yeah. No, I do like play your heart play here. I think it's right.
All right. So I was checking your bridge winners profile, and your favourite bid is a bid I used to play quite a lot. Actually, it's Ekrens 2 hearts, or I think you call it Ekrens 2 hearts. Do you? Yeah.
No, I do like Ekrens. I may be coming around on it not being my favorite anymore. Just it is sort of a high variance bid, but I think the idea in general of being able to sort of make a 2-suited overcall where you have one of the suits that you overcall. Wow,
opening bid, you mean?
Opening bid or even overcall, right? Like just for example, bidding 2 hearts to show majors instead of bidding. A lot of people play at Ekrens 2 diamonds, for example.
Yeah, I think 2 hearts is superior because it gives them 1 or half a round of bidding less, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's harder for them to get you. It's harder for them to sort of to judge whether to compete. They can't just pass and wait and see what happens. They have to act right away if they want to be in the auction, because there's a danger it could just go all pass and you belong there. So that combination really makes a difference. All right, we'll try that. Let's see.
Yeah, I played it a long time ago. I quite like it. And again, it is high variance, but if you stick to a sort of strict range about the agreements in which you can and can't do it. Oh dear. Bye. Oh no. That's fine. Well, sorry, I have to play a heart now because otherwise dummy's high.
Right. Well, I think he has an extra heart loser here, if I counted right.
Okay.
Or no, so he had 7 clubs. So yeah. So I was hoping you might underlead the diamond to
force you to rough with the 9. Yeah, it would have worked. I considered that, but there's no guarantee you would rough highs. I mean, I suppose you would do, wouldn't you, with the holding you've got? But like, if you've got king third, you might just rough low or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it is a kind of a tricky spot. I mean,
yeah,
maybe I should have still left with the 9, but it seemed like they're getting a spade off, and the only time when it was so urgent was when you had Jack 10 third.
Yeah, specifically that, because Jack third's not good enough.
Right, exactly.
And Queen third's already a trick. I suppose Queen. No, you're not even Queen X. Yeah, it has to be Jack 10X. So yeah, we can beat that.
Yeah. It's a tough spot.
Yeah.
I probably should rough 9 anyway, just because getting to pitch a spade isn't that clearly useful. But I thought there might be a case where Declarer has stiff king of spades or something. And now you need to know you need to know the spade count and what's going on there.
I'm going to be a bit wimpy. I'm going to pass. Oh, my camera's gone away.
Aha.
It's back. No, it's back. Ooh.
Bite number 2.
Well. I guess it just bid. I'm glad I didn't bid game because he's got the diamonds over me. No, he hasn't. You've got ace queen. You've got ace queen X. And they've led the king. This
maybe not the dummy you were expecting.
No, I don't. Not on that auction. No, this is like if he backs in with 2 spades, maybe I then make a game try or something. But
yeah. No, I mean, I think it also depends how constructive 2 hearts is, right? Like if 2 hearts is very explicitly constructive, then my hand is probably a little bit too bad for that even. Yeah. But I honestly kind of like playing 2 hearts as just sort of semi-constructive, and that's where this would be quite good. Interesting.
All right, so I think I guess I should probably okay, well, that's fine. He roughed with a trump trick, so I can now rough a club. And
yeah,
I think. Oh, I can't bear you. Oh
no, not unless the robot. A lot of pitching diamonds.
Yeah,
but I thought your line was actually a little bit scary. I would have been worried about playing a low trump out because it feels like diamonds are 6-0.
Yes, I didn't consider that. I thought, you can only get 1 club rough if I do this, and it's likely with a natural trump trick anyway. He hasn't ever caught us.
Exactly. That's kind of the concern there. Is it looks like clubs are 5-1 and diamonds are 6-0. So it's like, okay, we gotta get trumps off the table right now, or
so if I play ace and another, I was thinking long term I might be able to rough a club in your hand before, like effectively concede 1 trump, win the ace, and then be able to sort of wrangle a club rough in your hand without them being able to draw my trump.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also, if you're in game, that's probably your best hope, right? You kind of need to hope that something good happens if you're in game.
Yeah.
But in 3, you can just play ace and a trump, and as long as trumps are 3-2,
Yeah.
you lose 2 trumps and 2 clubs, but that's okay because you've already done well to go low.
Yeah.
But
I was delighted when he did diamonds. I thought, oh, brilliant! I've done well here. I mean, we won 7 imps on the board. What's happening at the tables?
A lot of people going off in the
Someone
game.
was in 6 hearts.
That's ambitious.
Yeah. So did well. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Really? Huh. Interesting spot.
It's nice to have interesting hands when we do these films. Ooh,
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. There's been some fun ones so far.
I agree. The 800 was good.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Like they're just interesting kind of decisions that come up. They come up a lot, right? Where you have like do I make a penalty pass? I don't know. It's close. This hand I kind of had an interesting problem over 3 clubs.
I think you've done very well. I've got a big hand, so.
Right. Well, I know you have a big hand, but it's a question of, do I try to suggest hearts more seriously, or even clubs, or if you don't have another spade card or more than one spade stopper, you need to be able to run 9 tricks right now, or things are going to get kind of ugly.
Having 3 clubs is good, though.
Yes.
And a guaranteed entry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I do have a second spade stop, so maybe we just clear the clubs and.
Yeah, right. Well, and this is why I was, I guess, very glad when I saw your hand that you do have this second spade stop. Even when I caught such an amazing hand opposite, I'm still like 3-0 is a little touch and go at least, right? Fortunately here you just have enough winners.
I do, yes, I do. And if we're lucky in hearts, that's not finesse. Yay!
Okay, all the match points for you.
7, another 7 imps. We're doing well here. I guess that's what we've went high when we've gone high, and we've went low when we've gone low. It's just that 3N that you jumped to.
Yeah, exactly. The one decision I
had. You've had a couple.
Yeah, I've had a couple. I mean, I think this last one, it's whether or not 3 hearts should be forcing there, I think is interesting, right? Because with my actual hand, I felt kind of bad. If you had a 3rd heart, we probably belonged in 4 hearts, for example. Whereas, I wasn't really going to ever find out about that if you also had a spade stopper. And let's do that. Everybody has a suit bit. Okay, that's enough suit bidding for me.
Yeah, I think we've between us done too much.
That's good. It's a good dummy. Let's see, what do we want to do about this?
I mean, given he's found a 3-4 club bid, that's going to be worrying.
Yeah, it's a little on the concerning side, especially given my lovely lead directing.
Nice suit partner, lead directing 2-heart bid.
Yep. It's even worse than you think. However bad you think it is, it's worse.
I think my spades are slightly better.
Yes, it would be hard for them to be worse. But my hearts were semi-solid. They have the 10 too.
Yeah. Well, that makes it worse because now if I didn't lead the king of hearts, they were taking the finesse, weren't
they? Right, exactly. Okay, what's going on here? So you have, I guess, that was probably a mistake, but I don't think they can get rid of all of them.
They can't.
I'd probably still get one anyway. Felt very suspicious.
Well, it felt like when that dummy went down and the ace of hearts won at trick 1 that they'd miss game.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean this is. I mean it's a I guess a general win for Preemptive. Of course, if I didn't, you were certainly going to.
Yeah, I was opening 4 spades if it got to me.
Yeah, right. Well, but that's also kind of a win for bidding 2 hearts to some extent. Is that I also stopped you from bidding 4 spades.
So I don't know if you noticed, because I know some of the hands go up, but those people watching, my partner had opened 2 hearts on singleton, 6 small, ace to 5 singleton.
Yeah.
I agree, I like it, but it's not to everyone's cup of tea, I guess.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I was vulnerable, right? But especially first seed and favorable, it really does pay to sort of get in there quickly, and
be able to
the
do what you want.
suit quality doesn't. Yeah, like the suit quality just doesn't matter that much when you get to eat up a bunch of room. You have a stiff spade, so you're you're preempting something at least. It's obviously you'd like to have a better suit, but sometimes you don't get that.
Yeah, I think your 3 diamond bid has stopped the dummy bidding 5 clubs actually.
Yeah, that's quite possible. I figured that I honestly I bid it because I didn't really want it to go all pass and 2 spades down. Oh, hello.
Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Wow. All right.
Let's not block them. There you go, partner. Good lead. Good lead. Longest and strongest, eh?
Yes, exactly. All right. Okay. You said let's not block them, so let's block them. Just in case.
Yeah, my partner had to have the ace of spades there because he would never do that otherwise.
Right. Exactly. This is one of those where it's like, when it holds the trick, you sort of look around and say, "Wait, what?" Yeah. And then you look at the dummy and be like, I see why.
It's good play. I could have had queen jack of spades.
Yeah, well, I have the jack, so I could have returned it. But it was if you had the queen of spades though, then it would have been quite nice. And declarer shouldn't really fall for that that sort of thing. Putting up the kid, playing for you to have the ace after we've knowingly blocked the diamonds, but it was all sort of a moot point. Once we got our 6 tricks, we weren't getting any more. So.
Correct. They do have 9 off the top, do they? No, they don't. They haven't got 4 heart tricks. They've got 5 clubs and 3 hearts. Yeah. All right. That was a flat board, actually. 2 off in a game, flat board.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody else has played it yet.
Okay. All right. Who's your main bridge partner at the moment, then? Because every time I see you, you're playing with someone else, I think.
Yeah. So I've played with probably 30, 40 different people in the last couple of years, but I'm playing a lot more with Finn Kolesnik now. We're gonna be playing a bunch of stuff this year, and so looking forward to that. We have Memphis, and then trials, European championships, and some other fun stuff there. So, yeah. I don't know who's saying it is originally, but it's when they try to double you on the one level and you think they might be right, they are.
Yeah, I know. If I can help it, I never sit it.
Yeah, and I think it really it winds up being very often correct to get out.
Okay. All right. I like to think I've shown both minors.
Yes. I don't have the hand that you're looking for.
Maybe 1 spade was the place to say.
Yeah, I mean it's a level lower, but it's hard for you to be.
You don't have that. You could have 3 spades.
Right. Exactly. I think you have to bid 2 clubs. When you bid 2 clubs, I was like, oh well, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on, and it's not good. I knew I didn't have the right hand for you, but I didn't have to overcall either.
I think you have to overcall, don't you?
Yeah, I mean you're a passed hand.
But if 1 heart's going for 500, they've got game on.
Yeah, Yeah, right. Or at least they rate to.
It just seems maybe there's an argument for pulling to 2 diamonds with your hand.
Make them double one more time.
No, well, like West has opened a club.
Yeah.
And he's shot hearts, hasn't he? Got 5 clubs. There's a lot.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I
mean, I think they rate to be balanced a lot of the time, and
possibly. But then they're 18-19 balance, and East hasn't got a penalty pass of a heart.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah. I don't
know. No, you might be right here. But weirdly enough, I think actually them having clubs here isn't actually the worst for you. Like, because in diamonds you would just get your diamonds and nothing else, but here now you actually have some life, right? And
I kind of want them to rough that.
That's
which I'm gonna have to exit with a spade. I'm trying to think of which spade to exit with. Surely it's a low one. I don't think it matters actually, does it?
Well, I mean, I think East definitely has, or like if East has the ace of spades, it's
oh, they're end played now too. I can either pitch a diamond and end play them. Let's do that. It's fancier.
Right. It's more fun.
Yeah. And they're end played to lead away from their jack of clubs now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bit of a pyramid.
Lose 11.
Yes. Well, I mean, the robots did well. They got us.
You were not making 1 heart.
I was not. No.
Yeah, the winning action's probably, well, weirdly, it might be to bid 2 diamonds. And maybe passing a spade as well as winning, but I'm not sure I can ever do that.
Yeah. No, I think if I had bid 2 diamonds, I mean, they probably will still double us, but we might manage 1 or 2 more tricks than 2 diamonds. It is pretty grim though. Many things.
I think we probably just make 3 tricks. We make 2 diamond tricks and the king of spades, maybe. Everything's wrong.
They might have to give us a club at some point.
Maybe.
But
or a second spade.
Yeah.
What do we do here? System on?
Yeah, let's just play systems on. Double as Stamen.
Self-alert. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I almost have a 4 heart super accept.
You do? That's really good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to rough the king of clubs, so this might be good for us, actually.
Well, let's see. So, I could play a low. I mean, I could play a low club, and it doesn't really do me any good. Let's try the 9 of clubs and see what happens. It doesn't hurt.
Oh, you got away with that. I guess they're trying to beat 3 though.
Right. They might be trying to beat 3, and the false cards are often a difficult thing to sort of for humans to think through even. And here I was arguably throwing a trick, right? Like now I'm not going to be able to pitch all of my diamonds from the dummy, right? I'm just going to be able to pitch 2 of them, but that's enough, right? So I'll just go ahead and claim.
Yeah, 10 tricks. So 4 goes off if they find the rough.
Yeah, which I mean, Robot did well to lead the ace of clubs in the first place, but it's kind of understandable. How certainly if we're going to beat 3, we need to get club roughs. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, whizzing through these boards, Adam, you play fast. How are you finding it then, chatting and playing?
Honestly, it's not too bad. Like I think some of it is that I have a good amount of practice being like talkative at the table, and this is just an extension of that. Where I've had opponents who who try to be talkative at the table because they think it'll disrupt me in some way, and in fact, I can usually do it better than they can, and so it tends to be sort of an advantage for me. But this is interesting. What is 4 clubs? Huh. So you had 3 hearts available, and you also had double available. I can understand why you might not want to double, especially with a heart void. The question is whether this is forcing or not.
So I have an agreement with my regular partner that a jump to Father Man is just always forcing.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable agreement. Like I think
a natural jump anyway.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like in these spots, it is helpful to be able to say, "Hey, I have a big fit here,"
and it's forcing, yeah. Because bidding 3
exactly.
hearts, I mean, at no point it's very difficult to agree clubs once I bid a spade.
Yeah, right, exactly. If you bid 3 hearts, it could be anything.
Yeah, and then I bid 4 clubs, and it looks like I've tried to play in 3N, and we haven't got. It's dangerous, isn't it? It's murky.
Yeah.
So I like this. I like this being forcing with clubs.
Yeah, and I'll try this.
Do we play support doubles?
Yes.
Even here.
So yeah, I'll muddy the waters a little more.
All right.
Sort of a. I'm picturing certain hands where I'm like, I probably should do this, but
yeah, well, I think we just do
that. Okay. Well, if you think it's even remotely possibly right to play 5 clubs, it's right to play 5 clubs. Yeah, I don't have a good one.
So it slams on 2 finesses, is it? 2 finesses.
Yeah.
You need.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So game is on 1 finesse, so we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, I was imagining, hey, you have ace fifth of spades or something, and now actually, we don't need that much, right? Like you have ace fifth of spades, ace of diamonds, and a club card, and now slam is actually pretty good. So, how rabbi do I feel here? So the robot with King Doubleton, they know I have at least 3 clubs here, right? So they aren't, even with King Doubleton, it's kind of futile for them to cover. So they easily could be ducking here, right? And even if it was a human, I think it's sort of the same thing, right? The human knows I have 3 clubs, and can easily duck the queen.
So the interesting thing with the human is the human wouldn't play the 9 from 9-4 Doubleton. They just wouldn't. They just follow low, wouldn't they? Most humans would just follow low.
Right. Most people do.
Yeah. So with a bot, I think sometimes they just play.
There's definitely.
Yeah, it's different.
Right. Exactly. Like sometimes they're a little bit harder to read with their carding. Mm-hmm. But I think I am going to finesse, and we will see. All right, so we lost that, and so that means we need the ace of spades on side, and we already lost a finesse. Or we already lost a finesse into the hand. We need to have the ace of spades, which is maybe the argument for playing the ace of clubs there. But all right, well, we'll just run that in dummy, and I try to always keep. I guess it didn't matter. It was King Doubleton offside. Just as a force of habit, I always try to keep trump communication. You can kind of see I was unblocking.
Yeah, I do exactly the same because it cost me years and years ago, accidentally.
Yeah, right. It only has to happen once, where maybe you didn't even think about, or it didn't come up as to why. Wow. All right. Well, I not the greatest at finesses, it seems.
Well, everything was wrong, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, at least we weren't in slam.
Wow, we lost imps on that. I can't believe people stopped in 4 clubs.
That's remarkable. But
and you've actually got an opening hand, so I do
for once. But
can you make 4 spades? You can make 4 spades, I think.
probably not, unless you have like maybe with a little bit of help from your friends. But it feels like you have to lose they can just tap you in hearts, I think.
No, because if you lose to East's 2 spade on us first, then when West wins the king of clubs, they haven't got a heart left.
Yeah, but so they lead the queen of hearts that you win ace and shed a club, and you play a low spade, and they win
and play a heart. So you're rough. You play another
heart.
spade. They win. They play a heart, and now you can't get forced again. I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh. Not that I'd want to be in it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it is not one that I'm eager to bid, but you're right. It does make it in theory.
Well,
all right, well, we got them up a couple levels. Now the question is, how much do I want to bury you?
Yeah, you're playing it, not me. I had my double.
Wow. Okay. I see.
So for those people watching, Adam can probably tell you what my king of spades meant.
Yeah, it sounds like you have the ace of hearts.
He's a good man, is Adam, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, because you have a choice between sort of known equal cards. So whatever those, if you play the queen, that's probably more just default. But when you go out of your way to play the king, it's like, hey, really, I mean it. Like I have the ace of hearts. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't really want there to be a dummy entry anymore. So.
Oh, my camera seems to keep flickering off. What do you think of the BBO video software?
It's quite nice. Like, kind of fun to be able to sort of chat while playing and go through this. I guess one of the challenges with online bridge in general is just you're not able to win the last trick. Okay, sure, I'll win one. Thank you.
You are.
But yeah, it is helpful to sort of be able to have video feeds and so on, because
I think it's very good if you go to a bidding table and you're trying to do some bidding with partner. It's very difficult to do bidding in real time live when you can talk about it. So there's some bidding apps like Qbids and things, but like being able to sit at a table and bid against either silent robots or competitive robots and ask what certain bids mean, I think that's actually a really good use of it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I often do that with BBO bidding tables as it is, and just throw open, either use a normal phone call or Discord call or whatever else. But it's nice to have the option sort of built in.
Okay.
Let's see. Whatever you. That's not as big of a dummy as I was expecting.
No, neither was I.
Well, then Declare must be loaded, because you're about to see my only high card points.
Oh, I have a fair bit, but I should have roughed that. I was expecting them to draw trumps.
Right, so was I. But all right.
Oh wow.
Well, interesting strategy, but it worked. The robot's credit, it did work.
Well, we're getting one more or no more.
No more. Unless the robot decides to take a roughing finesse? No.
Concede.
Yeah. I am out of ideas.
Yeah, I didn't think we were beating it, because I switched off a bit because I've got the king of spades, so the spade finesse is right as well if they need it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and they've made a 3-4 heart bid.
Right. I looked at my queen doubleton of hearts and as my only high card points facing the weak 2 bid, and I was like,
Would you have opened my hand 2 diamonds first invulnerable?
No, I would open one.
Yeah.
I would open one.
I thought it was borderline. Not having been 3-3 in the majors is actually quite bad, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like with shortness in one of the majors and slightly less, right? If you took away the Jack of Diamonds, for example.
Oh, I
then
miscounted. I thought I only had 10. Yeah, in my mind, I played it like a 10 count.
Right, exactly. So yeah, I think with a little bit less, I would be open to it. Right. But
I'll edit that out.
Let's see. This is an interesting problem. We'll try it.
Okay. I was looking forward to defending 2 space doubled.
Yeah, you and you alone.
I think we're beating it, aren't we?
we have a reasonable shot. This Trump lead is annoying, though.
It is. Good lead.
Yeah. So let's see. I can afford to lose at Trump and 2 diamonds even, but I need to keep control. And I'm kind of at risk of getting tapped out. So what I'm trying to think about is, do I win the ace at trick 1 and just start cross roughing, right? Because I could potentially come to 7 trumps and 3 clubs. The danger with that is that I'm going to have to rough 3 diamonds in the dummy to get those 7 trumps, and the third one of those might not hold up. But if I duck it, what sort of terrible things can happen? So I can duck it, and they win king and play a spade, and I rough, and now I'm only getting 6 trump tricks potentially. So I can rough a diamond. I think I can survive ducking it. Let's try that. Interesting.
My guess is they've underled the king. I can't imagine that West would ever duck there.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. But I'm a little worried that from king third, they've done really well if they've managed to underlead king third. I'm a little worried they have king fourth. Because now
but now you can rough diamonds with impunity though. You can't get over roughed.
Right.
And you can rough spades in your hand with impunity because East does 5.
Yes. So now I think the question is whether I play for, like, if I play to just have 3 rounds of clubs hold up, right? I should probably cash ace king of clubs, rough a diamond, cash the queen of clubs, and before doing anything else, right? And I'll be able to take my 7 trump tricks and 3 clubs. But my alternative is that I could just start roughing diamonds and play a club to hand and rough a diamond, club to hand, rough a diamond. But if diamonds don't come in, now I'm having a bad time. So I think I'm probably supposed to just play for 7 trump tricks.
Yeah, you could rough a diamond first and see if an honor appears, and then deviate, I guess.
Yeah, but even if an honor appears, it doesn't really help me here. And I'm really worried that they're going to be able to pitch.
Yeah, that's a bad card to see because we know he's also got 5 spades and at least 3 hearts.
Right, exactly. So doesn't feel great.
Why didn't you rough it?
Wait, what happened?
You pitched a spade.
I threw it. There's an undo button, so I wanted to take full advantage of it.
Wow. I didn't see that. I've never used that before. To all my previous guests,
I didn't even realize there was, but yeah, that I was so busy thinking about whether I'm going to rough a spade or play the queen of clubs. I forgot to rough my loser.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. So this is.
I think if he says the king of hearts, aren't you cold here?
So.
Oh no, because you haven't got enough trump tricks, have you?
Right, I'm a little
you need the queen of clubs to stand up, don't you?
Trump tricks. But there's a world where if East has the king of hearts, I might be able to end play them. Let's see what happens here. All right, so.
So I think, to give you the ace of spades or something, the king of spades.
Right. But it doesn't really work, and My problem here, so I know that East has 2 diamonds, 5 spades, and if they have 3 hearts and 3 clubs, then
there's a
I'm
misdeal.
okay. They could have started with 3 diamonds instead of 2, right? They have ace king of diamonds, and now they're going to rough in and beat me a lot. Or they could have started with, all right, well, you know what? I'm going to play to make my contract, and I'm going to go down for all my trouble. Well, it looks like they started with 4 trumps.
Yeah, I'm not sure you were.
So it was all
yeah, you
great.
couldn't do anything, could you? Because the diamond or the diamonds weren't coming in, or you can't cash through club tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
You might get. They might just have to give you another spade here.
Yeah, it does look. It does look that way. Yeah. All right.
Oh, hang on.
So
yeah. Oh, yeah. The space could be blocked. All right. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Can't make that. I think we had to defend 2 spaces.
Yeah, right. It like I was saying at trick 1, it felt like they had 4 hearts, and
that's a robot thing. They often lead from singletons or 4-card trump suits, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and then they don't lead from 3 that often as well.
I know. I've noticed that as well.
Yeah, so it looks like I in order to make it, I did actually have to play on diamonds right away.
Yeah.
And then I can I can get enough roughs in, and
so do you have to win the heart in your hand and rough a diamond?
Yeah, win the heart, play diamonds. So I think I have to rough a diamond, rough a spade, rough a diamond, rough a spade, and then cash 2 clubs and play a diamond. And I'm going to basically wind up getting to a very similar end position, except that they'll essentially rough in and be end played to give me the spade trick. But because of how it sort of timed out for me, I couldn't do that anymore once I played clubs early on.
Tricky. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say this is the last one, Adam. Thanks for joining me. Have you got any final questions? I think this has gone very smoothly, and we've done all right. We're plus 18 or so imps, although they've just bid a game against us. Oh no! I spoke too soon.
Don't stop there. All right. Well, if you jinxed it, I know who to blame. But yes, this has been fun. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I guess. So when am I actually going to see you in person next? When's your next?
I'm not in Memphis. I would have already probably set off by now. I am going to look at going to Philly, but that is not guaranteed yet.
All right. Well, hopefully, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll have to drop by the UK at some point. I'm overdue for a visit. It's been close to 10 years since I've actually spent a meaningful amount of time there. So
yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking what to lead.
The right card. You should lead that.
The one on the right. Okay.
No, the one that's
the
correct one.
I have 2
maybe the one it also happens to be on your right. But.
I think I want to lead that.
So.
All right, I'm going to back my judgment.
All right. Well, I unfortunately don't have help for you.
Right.
Feels right. I mean,
yeah.
But I don't know exactly what your hand is, but it feels like
I think
this option
my hand's dead now.
Sounds like we got to be aggressive.
Yeah, so. I have king X of hearts and ace of clubs.
Aha. Okay. Well, that's.
But it feels like they've bid it on good diamonds because I've got an ace and a king. You can't have anything, and I'm looking at 4 low diamonds, so I know they're coming in.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's a very reasonable shot. Like you put them to a guess at trick 1. Maybe something good happens.
And from King X,
I don't like it at all.
From King X, you need to lead low as well against the slam, because partner with the ace. If you lead the king, partner with the ace should overtake when you lead the king because it should be from singleton or king queen.
Yes.
So technique wise, that's what you should do.
Right.
But it didn't matter. I've just dropped an overcheck. I could have led the ace of clubs. The other choice I was thinking of was actually a low club, and I think if I only had the ace of clubs, maybe a low club might be right, because Dummy's got the king.
Right. It sure looks like Dummy has the king on this auction,
Yeah.
where they're just putting
Well,
slam
at least we
themselves.
didn't lose our lead. We still won by 18 imps. So, Adam,
Yes.
thanks for joining me. That was really enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it too.
Yeah, very fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll see you at some point this year. I'll try and go to one of the nationals at least for the remainder of the year.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
are coming to England, there's an event at the start of May that's pretty good. So
yeah, I do actually want to play. It's the Spring Fours.
it is. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I that's very high on my want to play list at some point. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this year because it'll overlap with the U.S. Open trials.
Fair enough. Okay, well, good luck in those.
Hopefully it will if we're still in.
Yeah.
If we get bounced early, I'll bail on getting a flight home and instead fly to London.
All right.
But
well, enjoy Memphis. Thanks for the game, and I'll speak to you soon. Farewell.
Sounds good. Talk soon.
And there you have it. You can see that his analysis was really good on some of the hands. We had some interesting choices. We took them for 800. They took us for 800. We had a mild slam show where we didn't quite know what was going on, but we can talk about it. And it even provoked things he can talk about his regular partner with. We chatted a bit afterwards, and he's going to take some of the spots that came up today, which was really interesting, some of these things as well, and the play in his full hearts too. Even though none of them really worked in our favour, the 5 clubs went 1 off, the 4 hearts he tried to make, and he can make, again went off. And then we went for 800 in a 5-2 fit, so what can you do? It was really enjoyable, and if you liked that, please comment below, see what you like about these things. Suggest future guests as well. We'll look at the replies and if I know them and can get in touch with them, I'll give that a go too. But otherwise, I will see you soon for another table talk in a few weeks' time.